This one's about cut, copy, and paste, which you will do a lot of when you're working in Excel. We're going to first look at cut, copy, paste from the clipboard group on the Home tab, and then we'll do the same tasks with the shortcut menu. And probably the easiest method, which is the third one I'm going to show you, is to use Control C, X, and V. I have a schedule that I got from the Bureau of Labor Statistics. This is the CPI, the Consumer Price Index, from 2002 to 2012, or at least halfway through 2012. I'm going to use this data to demonstrate cut, copy, paste. And there's three different methodologies we're going to use. We're going to start with using the clipboard group on the Home tab. First, I need to select a data range that I want to either copy or move, cut. I'm going to select 2006 and 2007. I'm going to cut and paste. I'll left-click cut, which is to move this data to a new location. When you left-click a cell, in this case C32, that cell will end up with the data that's in the far upper left corner of the range that you're cutting and pasting, which in this case, that data is in C22. It's the year 2006. All the other data will be arranged accordingly around that point of reference. So when I left-click paste, I will have moved the data, cut the data, and pasted it to a new location. Now I'm going to copy the data. The data that's selected is the data in the range C22 to R33. I'll left-click copy, left-click the original location of the data, C22, where again the year 2006 will end up being, and the rest of the data will be oriented accordingly. So I'm going to copy what I cut back to where I cut it from, left-click paste, and I've accomplished just that. Now, the dancing ants or the marching ants, the marquee that's flashing around the selected area, happens when you either left-click cut or copy. That lets you know that that's the range that's going to be either copied or moved. So that was copy paste and cut and paste. There is one more bit of functionality in the clipboard group, and that is to make a picture of your data. I'm going to left-click my copied data and left-click the drop-down, left-click copy as picture, and accept the defaults show on screen, a picture rather than a bitmap. Accept those defaults. Left-click the location of where I want this picture to reside, and left-click paste. It looks a bit different than the 2006, 2007 above, because this is a picture where 2006, 2007 that was copied is just a copy of the data. This is actually a picture. It's a unified grouping that's a self-contained object that you can grab and move to a new location. You can resize it with the sizing handles. I can spin it by grabbing this. So this might be a decent way to capture some data if you're iterating through a process and you have some result that you want to maintain a view of or a record of. You can take a picture of it and park it somewhere, and it'll be a unified whole that you can move around, store, resize, change the orientation of. It may be a useful tool. So that's the clipboard group, cut, copy, paste. We can also do the same tasks other than create a picture by getting the shortcut menu, right-clicking on a range that we've selected, left-click cut. We see the marquee again, right-click, shortcut menu, paste. I've just moved that data, right-click, copy, new location, right-click, paste. And you see we have a lot of paste options. We're going to hold that off until another movie. I'm just going to select the default of the far left option, which is just paste, and we've made a copy. The third methodology to cut, copy, and paste is to use the C, X, and V key with the Control key. So I'm going to highlight or select 2006, 2007 again, press and hold the Control key, press the C key, that's copy, press the Control key, V, that's paste, and my selection is C32 to R33. I'm going to Control X, which is cut, select a location to move this data to, Control V to paste, and I've moved my data. So we looked at three methodologies to cut, copy, paste. First, in the clipboard group, where we also had the ability to make a picture of our data, we cut and copied and pasted using the shortcut menu. And the third way, we used the Control and C, X, and V keys to C, copy, X, cut, and V, paste our data.